Hello, my name is Dr. Shelley Appleton. I'm here to show you through the Racehorse to Riding Horse, the off the track reboot, and all the parts of it that you need to understand to successfully navigate it. So let me just share my screen. First of all, what do you actually get within the course and the program? There are a number of little sub courses within the program. So the first thing is the main component of the program, which is the Racehorse to Riding Horse off the track reboot course. So here we have the inside of what the inside of the course actually looks like. Let me just run you through what you'll find in here. Now, I should say that what I'm doing here, I'm presenting this on my laptop because it's easy to view on a video. However, you can access the course on a mobile device and you can access it in two ways, either off the internet, a browser, which is what I'm doing here directly from the course platform, or you can download my app. It's just the Calm, Willing, Confident Horses app. It's free. Next thing is there is the suggested week by week guide. So we have recommendations for every week. So when we work through an intensive, we have two types of intensive, a 4-week intensive or an 8-week intensive. It's great for getting momentum, great for motivation, great to have the community and follow on with everyone's stories. But just remember, the program can also be taken in your own time, at your own pace. You can take a whole year if you like. It doesn't matter. Okay. It's just that some people really get a lot out of the intensive because it gives them that motivation and accountability. When we're running a intensive, this is where you'll find the Zoom schedule and registration links in here. Then we have two super important presentations that we'd like you to watch. There is Understanding the Off the Track Thoroughbred, and there's a second one, Understanding the Off the Track Standardbred. So if you've got a thoroughbred, of course, have a look at the thoroughbred one. And if you've got a standardbred, have a look at the standardbred one. Sure, you will learn something that will see these horses in a different light that make them more easy to understand about little quirks that they have. So then there's important insights for successful training and essential study. These are like training insights because what you're going to be doing is learning how to train and retrain these horses. Well, basically, actually, you're going to be untraining them being racehorses and then to train them to be like your dressage horse or your eventing horse or your trail riding horse. These are very important things to understand. So please don't skip it. And especially for those that have standardbreds, there's a very special video in there about just some real important hints for developing canter in standardbreds, right? Because we've got a very successful process for helping develop the quality of the standardbred canter. Then we start on with what we recommend are the actual activities with the horse. Then we've got a whole section on practical insights about horses that you should know. These are things about just working with horses in general, some things that you might not have never heard about. You're not going to hear about them in a riding lesson, but these are actually very important concepts that can really take you to the next level with your understanding of how to train and work with horses. Then there is a section there on float training and preparation, which a lot of people can have troubles with this. This is really good to look at after you've really got your groundwork section of the program really well established. The final section of the course that you'll find are the webinar replays. When we do a webinar, we stick them in here for you to be able to access. So that is the course materials that we'll work through. Now I'm just going to now show you the community forum. So here we are with the community forums. The one that you want to look for is the Racehorse Reboot community forum, because that is where you can engage with Isabel and myself. There's a place to introduce yourself. Please do that. I love how a number of people have already done that. There's a section for questions. And so just say if you've got a question and there's a Zoom coming up and you can't make it, please pop it there because I'll always address the questions within the weekly Zooms. So even though you might not be able to make the Zoom, I'll be able to answer your questions along with Isabel. Then we've got the reboot weeks separated. So this is the way that we recommend working through the course. So when you're working through week 1 and you've been doing week 1 exercises and you want to get some feedback as you see this is someone from the last intensive that we did, you'll see that you put up a short description, or if you want some help on something specific, and then you pop up a video. If it's a week 1 exercise, which is just general handling, etc., you pop it in here. If it's a week 2 exercise, to say you started working on the backward forward yield, then you pop it in here. Okay, you pop it in there. So there we go. That was a tour around the course. What you get access to, what all the components mean. The main course is the Racehorse to Riding Horse Off the Track Reboot Program. I've shown you in that and what you find in there and all the resources and how to work through it. And I've also shown you the community forum, which is where you pop up videos and reports or questions to be able to get our assistance through it. Okay, so thank you. And yeah, utilize Isabel and my advice and expertise. This is not just a program where you're just like, off you go, work it out yourself. No, we know that doesn't work and that's deeply flawed. We know that you need help, that you also need support, and you also need cheering on and encouragement. Okay, so we look forward to working with you.